Welcome to TechVented, a channel where problems meet solutions. Join us as we explore innovative ideas, cutting-edge technology, and practical tips to make life more easier.
TechVented.
So welcome to TechVented. So at TechVented, we are a technological company that allows technical understanding to get exposed to the entire world. So at the moment, we are trying to ensure that the technological understanding that we have and also those that we are going to be learning subsequently is also accessible to other African citizens, as well as anybody in the whole entire world that might want to kind of also benefit from the content we are going to be pushing out. So the tech vented. So vented in the sense that we've allowed the technological understanding that we have to get out. And instead of containing it within ourselves, we have chosen to ensure other people can also understand this, can also benefit from it. That is why we are venting it out to the entire world. So we offer problem identification. So we ensure that every problem we are going to be solving is first understood by viewers, because we value viewers' participation and we like to also get feedbacks from the content we are going to be pushing out. Over a couple of maybe time, we've actually started. We've invested largely in books. We've invested largely in trying to understand several technologies that could be used in solving problems, and we've been able to get some machine as well as some knowledge in order to solve problems that people face on a daily basis. So after a problem identification, then the next thing that we ensure we do better at is to analyze the solution. The solution analysis could come in different formats. It could come either in terms of analyzing the solution, if it is cost friendly, if it is time efficient, if it is very, very safe to use, and if it is going to be sustainable, or perhaps if it is user friendly. So we try to, because the solution can pass in a particular stage, then fail in the other stages. So we ensure that the solution that we finally use in solving the problems that every one of us could suggest, or we have, or we even come up with. So, okay, this is a problem, let's try and solve this particular problem. We ensure those solutions cut across all these five points that we've stated in terms of being user friendly, being sustainable, being very safe to use, being cost efficient, being time friendly. So we try to find a balance point to ensure that the solution that we have is going to meet the standard, because the point you've mentioned earlier is the basis of any of any good solution. So in order for us to be able to solve problems, we identify that there are certain problems that will require the use of software solutions, and other problems will require the use of other solutions could be created using hardware, or even the combination of both software and hardware. So we have experience currently. We have a lot of experience in terms of software solution, and we are still trying to grow into being able to do better at hardware. So with the help of the community, with the help of the people out there, and with our own consistency and persistence in terms of learning different things in terms of learning on daily basis towards being able to solve problems as a whole, we are going to also integrate better at the hardware part of things. So in terms of software, it could be us using websites, it could be us using applications, it could be us using artificial intelligence models that we've trained in order to solve and identify problems. So in terms of hardware, it could be us using 3D modeling or 3D printing. We model the solution and we print it, having fabricated. We can even start with fabricating the solution by using our readily available parts. Those parts may not be a perfect fit, but it's going to actually work. After getting the fact that this particular solution has worked using the fabricated parts, we can even proceed into using a 3D printed to make sure we get a perfect fit for that. And why are we following this approach at times? Because not everybody would have access to some of these sophisticated machines. So when we have a solution, we firstly try to see whether we can use a locally made or fabricated solution or replica of that particular solution to fit in first. This way, Africans would have the mindset of, okay, even if I don't have the entire machine, or even if I don't have the entire bell and whistles, I can still come up with something that I can fabricate, and this is going to work. Then, in a scenario where we cannot easily fabricate things, or where we just want to kind of make the time that it takes for us to fabricate, or we just want to kind of cut corners around being able to deliver the product fast, we can just go straight into creating the models and showcasing that to the people and testing out the physical product to ensure that that solves the problem. So at every point in this cycle of development, or in this cycle of problem solving, we are going to be carrying you along. In Africa, we rely so much on importation of items, readily made items, which is now becoming so unhealthy. And for us to innovate, we cannot rely on ourselves alone. We have to still leverage on what others has built in the past. So in terms of leveraging on what others has built in the past, that means we cannot say we want to innovate. We are Africans. We don't want to deal with the rest of the world. Nobody lives or nobody succeeds while alone. We work together. So there are some machines that has been built and has been tested to be very, very precise over the years, which can do things in precision, and they are not actually tied to a particular product. So when we actually import everything in ready-made format, that is when it becomes unhealthy. We can try to see, okay, what are the creative machines, or what are the creative tools that once I have this tool is going to allow me to be able to kind of start applying my own intuition, start applying the way I am able to think about problem solving, and coming up with a fabricated idea in mind and converting that into actually a physical product. So these are the kind of machine that we Africans should be encouraged to get. So not things that are actually ready made. You don't need to do anything, just press the button, it works. And each time you want to use that particular, each time you want to create the product, you have to buy that same machine. You don't need to do anything. So these are kind of unhealthy ways which we have been in the past. So, and I believe by the time we instead of us saying we want to import 1 million products, why can't we just import, let's say, 20 machines that could expose us into creating this 1 million product ourselves within the African environment? This means that we've actually reduced the cost of importing those products all year round, and we can actually provide more job, provide more lower cost of these items, because they are producing within. We don't need to pay for extra cost of importation, which is unnecessary, and we can easily get these items to the hands of those who need them without any delays. So in terms of the tools that we use, we have 3D printer, we have laser engraving machine, which we use to ensure that the ideas that we have are alive. So, and also we also have some electronic items, some electronic gadgets in terms of circuit development, in terms of oscilloscope, a lot of things that are needed in order for us to say we want to build something that actually works. In terms of circuit design, we have those items. And as I have said, we are not um, we are not gurus. We are also still learning, and we also continue to learn as we move on with this channel. So oftentimes we're going to come to you to just tell you, showcase to you what we've learned and how we can apply those new knowledge in the subsequent development or problem that we are going to be solving. Because if you're able to understand the tools, that means once you see a problem that those tools can do, you'll be able to see them. But if your mind is kind of closed to the solutions these tools can offer, you would even be seeing the problem on a daily basis and you wouldn't know they exist. So that is one of the reasons why we are bringing up this channel. So we are going to be coming up and we are going to be making sure that we sharpen your mind to be able to kind of start identifying problems, as well as coming up with solutions that would fit into different circles. Value here at TechVented. We value collaboration, we value feedback, because the feedback is very, very great towards a better product, towards a better team. We like to have feedbacks, direct feedbacks. We value those things, and also we value ideation. We like people to kind of give us ideas give us constructive feedbacks. Even the other way around feedback, we also accept them and we work on those feedbacks and come up with an improved solution every time. And our mission is to ensure that African youth can start identifying problems and creating solutions to ensure that we reduce the unhealthy importation which we have been going through, or we have kind of been trained to kind of see as if it is a good thing. So we cannot start. I also want to use this channel to make Africans to stop um, passing the blame game that okay, the government has destroyed the nation, this and that. What can we start doing from the corners of our home, of our home, to start ensuring that we are not complaining? We know African is the way it is, and we have to start seeing what we can do to move from where we are, even disregarding whatever fund or whatever support we can get from the government, because we can't rely on our faith or our hope on things that we've actually not gotten. We have to start seeing what we can do and stop blaming the government. We will see you in subsequent videos where we are going to be implementing some of these things. And perhaps if we are going a little bit off track, this is going to be like something that will be a part in the back for us to get back to what we started with. And I hope with this video, you know what to expect in the subsequent videos. Thank you and bye for now.
TechVented.